The original Disney park has some of the best theme park food in the world.
But what about the items that maybe aren't worth spending your money on?
Today we are trying the best and worst of Disneyland foods.
Oh my gosh, but mostly the best.
Okay, it's really bright, but we're gonna talk about the Plaza Inn and their famous fried chicken. So actually right next door to the little Red Wagon and here on Main Street is where you're gonna find the Plaza Inn restaurant. The Plaza Inn is actually kind of two things. So in the morning, it is a sit down table service where you can have some character dining. And then in the afternoon / evening, it's actually a quick service where you can find some of the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. Real talk, best I've ever had. And I'm from the South. So the specialty chicken is 3 pieces of chicken fried golden brown served with distinctive herbs and spices, mashed potatoes, gravy, seasonal vegetables, and a buttermilk biscuit. I need you to know that I am so passionate about this fried chicken. So this chicken you can get for only $19.49, and I need you to know that we have shared a plate of this and couldn't even finish it.
It was so much chicken.
It is incredible. It's crispy.
And that wasn't a day like this. We weren't eating a
No.
bunch. We had like a full Disneyland day.
Yeah. And then had like a casual dinner at the end, and we're starving before we had it. Couldn't finish it. It was incredible, and the fact that it's here at a quick service I think is just really a testament to the quality of what Disneyland has to offer. I don't think that there is a quick service that rivals this in Walt Disney World at all.
I also love a cafeteria.
Love a good cafeteria.
Let me walk
love a little
up,
buffet.
let me pick something up, and then go take it to a register.
Mind my business. Yeah, I love it here. If you're gonna get a quick service meal anywhere in Disneyland, I highly recommend this one. It's a personal favorite. The only reason we're not having it today is because we are eating so much and it is such a hefty portion. But if you want to see a more in-depth review and actually see what the chicken looks like outside of us just talking about it here, you can go check out our best day ever in Disneyland up on the channel right now. We are gonna stop here at Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. Now this is a Mary Poppins themed quick service here on Main Street. This is one of our favorites. We came here multiple times when we came to Disneyland last January. Now you can get a mobile order or you can do standby. We're gonna do standby today because not everything pops up on mobile order. But let's talk about what we like here and what we don't. Okay, for Jolly Holiday, we got 3 things to try. Really just kind of 2 things. Over here on the right, I got the Chimney Sweep Cold Brew. It's cold brew with hickory smoked syrup, chocolate, caramel sauces, and smoked salt sugar sprinkle on top. This is what I got last time. I loved it, and I just selfishly wanted it again. Quincy just got a normal cold brew with, what is it?
Caramel and soy milk.
All right. Caramel and soy milk.
We need our coffee.
We do need our coffee. It's been a day, a great one, but a day.
We were at the airport at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And now we're in Disneyland.
Incredible. An incredible day, but coffee is needed. And then for our one snack that we did get, we got the famous Raspberry Rose Mickey Macaron with raspberry rose almond filling and fresh raspberries. I'm so excited. And also, look who's with us!
I look a mess.
No, you look incredible. You do. We're so excited you're here.
With 2 versions of Aurora. So.
Oh, wow. She's already had half of an ear.
It fell off, so I had to.
I'm having another.
5-second rule. It wasn't on the ground, it was on the table.
How's my I'm having an out-of-body experience.
RJ's like over here telling us about all the macaroons we need to eat today.
Yes.
Or macarons.
The macaron?
These are macarons.
Right.
The Matterhorn's a macaroon.
Yes. The Baymax one. I haven't had it yet either.
Yeah.
But I heard it's amazing. And then the s'mores one's supposed to be good too, but this one is the one to get when you come here.
This is incredible. First off, it's Mickey shaped, so that's just fun.
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes like in Disney World, the Mickey shaped things don't always live up to the hype, we'll say. You get it because it's Mickey shaped, not necessarily because it's the best food item you're ever gonna eat. Mickey pretzels, #1 example.
Oh yeah.
The macaron itself is so light and fluffy, but the outer crisp, it just kind of falls apart on you. The inside, the raspberries are so fresh.
It's technically healthy. It's technically
There's fruit in it. This is healthy.
The fruit is so juicy. The entire thing just rolls together really nicely. Texturally, it's just light and airy and bright. I'm very
The
happy here.
cream that's in it really surprised me because it's got almost like very lightly a foamy texture, which is like super light and airy like the rest of the macaron. I actually don't like raspberry flavored things. I like raspberries. But I don't like anything that's flavored artificially as raspberry. I like this.
It's real raspberry.
Because it tastes more like real raspberry than it does the artificial raspberry flavor. I'm sure it has some artificial flavor, but I don't care.
I don't care.
So RJ brought a bag that Emma's excited about, and why'd you bring it?
Because she loves Kermit.
do love Kermit. I don't have him on this trip for reasons I am not comfortable getting into because I'm emotionally unstable.
He's been kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
This one is kind of beat up, but I will send you one in the mail. Just let me know. Yeah. So,
RJ's the sweetest angel human being of all
Last
time.
time he also brought us Funko Pops. My Snow White still sits.
Mine is
Literally on my
right,
bookshelf.
like literally I look at it every day on my bookshelf. Another kind of treat that you can get here at Jolly Holiday that is amazing is the Matterhorn macaroon, which we got on our last visit, and I absolutely loved. Emma didn't, but it's because it's shaved coconut, and she's not a shaved coconut person. It's a super sweet coconut macaroon, and it looks just like the Matterhorn. It's kind of like a classic treat that makes for a really cute picture, and I really enjoyed it when we got it last time. So that would be my choice here, just because I'm not a raspberry person. But all the macaroons, indiscriminate, tasty.
All right, so we are going to stay on Main Street for actually our next two treats, two things that Quincy and I also had when we were here last time, and let me tell you, these things have changed my entire life. So from this cart here, right to the left of Sleeping Beauty Castle, to give you a visual, that's where we're standing. This is where we are going to grab two items, one being the pepperoni pizza dip, another is the chili lime corn. Okay, so we stayed at our same table because we have shade, so no need to give that up, and it was really close. But here is the pepperoni pizza dip. This is a favorite of ours. It has pepperonis, cheese, marinara, and then toasted bread for dipping. And then up here is the chili lime corn. It's at the exact same cart, and it's chili lime corn on the cob. And we are obsessed with both of these items. Now you can grab the pizza dip for $5.49. Then you can also grab the chili lime corn for $5.29. All right, I have pizza dip.
Corn cheers.
Cheers.
If you don't have corn, go get some.
Truly, this thing haunts my dreams. I think about this all the time. I actually do.
You sound so wild.
It's because it's true. This is one of my favorite savory snacks in Disneyland or at Disney World. It's one of those, like, you know, you can't mess up pizza, but you can make really good pizza. That's kind of on this level. It's so creamy, and it's more of a cream cheese vibe than you would initially think. When you look at it, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to dip it, but then the cheese on the top just kind of gives way to this amazing marinara cream cheese base underneath. Incredible. The bread is fine, just normal bread, but the dip, it'll change your life.
This is delicious. It's basically just corn with tahini and lime on it. But can you go wrong with that? Answer is no. We have corn in Disney World in Animal Kingdom that's also delicious. It's at Harambe Fruit Market. And it's very delicious. This is also very delicious.
Okay, Quincy's finding a restroom, unrelated, but so sad. RJ did have to leave us, but we have so many more treats to go. And because of that, we've made our way into Tomorrowland. Honestly, just because our first macaron was so exciting, I wanted to come do the next one. There's no other reason that we're back here. So we have come over to Alien Pizza Planet to try out the Alien Macaron, which is also pretty famous over here. Now, I will say, kind of famously, the pizza here is just all right. It's not the best. There's nothing like incredible about it, but this macaroon is why we're here. And we're sweet girls. We're sweet girls. Do you think we're sweet girls?
I think we're very sweet. I mean, I'm a savory girl.
I'm both.
Okay.
Very 50-50. Okay, so let's head inside Alien Pizza Planet. Now you can mobile order on this as well. I am just going to walk in because it's just the one thing. It will be fairly quick. They have pasta, pizza. It's not just one or two things. But I will say it used to be in Disney World and it's not anymore. So take that as you will. Okay, now you said this was who?
Hi, so this is Ricky. He's a little bit of a troublemaker, but
okay.
I believe he's the best out of the whole bunch. Okay. He's been clamoring to go home, so I'm hoping you'll be willing to take him home with you.
Absolutely. I've thought about it a lot. I feel good about Ricky.
Okay, so Ricky, are you okay? You want to go home? Yeah. He's gonna go home with you, okay?
Perfect. Okay, so the cutest cast member, shout out to Maria. Her favorite character is Baymax, if you wanted to know, because that's what their name tags say now for the 100th anniversary. She told me, this is our brand new friend. She asked me if I was 100% sure because these guys are kind of troublesome, and then she did ask me not to eat him. And I didn't have the heart to tell her that that's kind of his whole purpose with us. But of course, I love him. He's beautiful, and I just thought it was so cute that that cast member out of nowhere just started giving me this like fun story and experience. So thought that was really cute. So if you're curious, you can find this over in Tomorrowland. It is a lemon macaron with a blackberry filling. Look at that. I'm so excited for this. Now, they do have a special Santa version during the holidays, but of course, we're not here during the holidays, and if you're curious, you can actually get this little friend for $6.99. So, sadly, I lied to that cast member. I will be eating Ricky today. I know.
Ricky!
I have to eat. I'm sorry, Ricky. I have to. I've also decided that we are going to go back and rank all of the snacks we've had already and the snacks we will have based on 1 to 5 Rickies. No, just know that you're helping us understand the best and worst eats in Disneyland. This is for a cause. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to share something personal before I get into talking about this. I have
no remorse for killing Ricky.
I have remorse for killing Ricky. That's besides the point. I do this thing where sometimes I wish I could levitate, like, because I just think that'd be a really fun way to describe how I feel about something. Like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I do still prefer the raspberry macaron that we had this morning at Jolly Holiday, but this is just, it's such a nice quality. The macaron itself is very similar to the one over at Jolly Holiday. It's very light. It's actually very moist in the middle where it kind of has that nice big filling, but then the outside is still kind of flaky and crispy. I am somebody who, I don't like the candy eyes on anything in Disney World. They're normally very sugary, kind of crispy, and almost like, not crispy, but crunchy. And they also have like a grainy kind of taste. Like, I just don't like the candy eyes in Disney World. The candy eye here is white chocolate, which is still a lot of sugar, but so tasty. And I normally will choose not to eat candy eyes, and this one, absolutely delicious. We ate all 3.
I never thought in my life that part of my job would be comparing my feeling about candy eyes. But they're better here.
They're better here, and I'm so glad that that is part of our job. I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 Rickies. Hey, can I take your picture?
Yeah.
We're going backwards. We're gonna start with what we started with. I'm gonna give my chimney coffee 5 out of 5 Rickies. It was incredible. I downed it. If I can finish a coffee in 30 minutes, it's a miracle. And you know what I did? Performed a miracle today.
My cold brew was probably 3 out of 5 Rickies. It was
That's
a good
fair.
cold brew, but nothing special.
Yeah.
Macaron.
I'm saying 5 out of 5 Rickies as well.
I think it was 5 out of 5 Rickies.
Because the freshness of the fruit was just incredible. The freshness of the raspberries took it over the top for me. I will say corn, I'm gonna be honest, I loved it, but 3 out of 5 Rickies. I just like Harambe in Animal Kingdom better.
I think it's 3.5 out of 5 Rickies for me.
I'll give you 3.5 out of 5.
Pizza dip?
I was gonna say 4.
Really?
It's so amazing. But
I guess
I
with
just
better
don't-
bread, it would be 5
With
out of
better
5.
bread, it would be 5 out of 5, for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Thanks, Ricky, for your sacrifice to the cause, for being so delicious, and frankly, for just being my friend. Thank you. So we made our way back towards Main Street to try a little bit more savory snack at the Little Red Wagon. This is where you're gonna find the famous hand-dipped corn dogs with chips. Also, you're gonna find Quincy here occasionally. Not every day, but you can grab pickles here. There's a handful of things, but really it's that famous hand-dipped corn dog. Truly, I'm so excited. We also got a pickle because it's kind of, it's a have to in Disneyland.
Look
They're
at how
famous.
beautiful this pickle is.
Yeah, they're famous. Personally, very excited about this one. They do have mobile order over here as well, and if you're an annual pass holder, you can even get a discount. You can grab the hand-dipped corn dog for $10.59. It does come with a bag of Lay's chips or a cutie, and we know that we're gonna be eating a lot, so we got a cutie. We also grabbed one of the famous dill pickles because this is kind of like a really famous Disneyland snack. Is it just a dill pickle? Yes, it is. But is it very famous in Disneyland? Also, yes. And it's $3.99. So there you go. Corn dog. Pickle.
It tastes like, have you guys had Lidl pickles?
No.
They're better than regular dill pickles. And that's what this tastes like. It's not like regular dill. Like, there's definitely like vinegar to it. And there is dill. But it's kind of got like a fresher, lighter flavor than a standard dill pickle.
Okay, for me, I really, really like this hand-dipped corn dog. It is so good. There's a lot of bread to this one. It wasn't that way when I had it last time. I wish that there was like a more 50-50 ratio, but very tasty. Maybe not my favorite thing we've had today. If you really just want a good corn dog, this is a great one. But I think that Disneyland has better options outside of just like the nice fancy corn dog. However, I will get this every time I'm here. So do with that information what you will. I'm gonna give it, because I wish there was a little tiny little bit less spreading, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 Rickies. I feel like that's kind of low for this, but I feel that in my chest that that's the right answer. So if you had to rate it,
I think it's worthy of the fame. I think there's a reason when you see locals walking around Disneyland, they like are eating a pickle.
and I really like it, so I'm eager to compare the two.
Yeah. The corn dog for me is actually gonna be a 2 out of 5 Rickies for the same reason as Emma, but I just like, I have trouble with fried food, and since this is so much fried breading, that's actually why I struggle with it, and I prefer a not hand-dipped corn dog, which I think is blasphemous, and I don't think you should listen to me.
I think that's a really weird thing that she said. I also think, though, if you just really want a good hand-dipped corn dog and you're not coming to Disneyland, Sleepy Hollow over in Magic Kingdom has a good one, and I like it, and they have house-made chips, which I think is better than the Lay's. All right, staying on Main Street. I didn't plan to stay on Main Street this much. We just really like Main Street.
This is Fantasyland.
Fantasyland, technically we are at the castle, but if you're not a super uber Disneyland person, like some people aren't, sadly, this, you could argue, is the back of Main Street. It is Fantasyland, officially. But we're gonna try out Maurices Treats. There are a few things that you can find here, like the ham and cheese croissant, spinach and feta roll, cream cheese and blueberry filled Danish. But really what we're here for is one thing in particular. So from Maurices Treats, we actually grabbed what is a newer item. So we wanted the cheesy garlic bread twist. Sadly, no, we wanted the cheesy garlic bread twist. Unfortunately, discontinued. However, they have this now, which is the cheesy garlic pretzel bread. It's pretzel bread stuffed with cheesy garlic spread. I know, pretty complicated stuff. You can get it for $7.49. You can grab it there, or you can even grab it at Edelweiss Snacks, also here. We are walking to find a place just out of the crowds to review this, but I really want everyone to also know how much I love Maurices Treats, because they also have the Boysen Apple Freeze over there. It's incredible. You can actually see me try it over in my entire tour of Disneyland that's up on the channel right now. So tasty, so sweet. Kind of reminds me of like a LeFou's brew a bit. Now, we still haven't found a place to sit, and honestly, it's because we haven't been looking that hard.
You know where I know there's a place to sit?
Mickey's Toontown. She's probably gonna cry. I'm so excited.
Mickey's Toontown Fair was like a formative experience for me as a child, and obviously is gone in Disney World. Yeah. But of course, that was based on a Mickey's Toontown here.
And also, this was closed when we were here last time. So we're about to head back inside. This will be the first time for both of us since they've kind of redone the entire area. And I will say, sadly, one of our worst is back here. So we figured, why not try one of the worst as well? This is crazy. Okay, so we took just a moment to take in all of Toontown. It's incredible. No surprise. We finally found a little spot in the shade, though, to finally try our garlic bread. I may have already licked my fingers, and it's delicious. I have to say, we've had this for a while, and it is still so melty and cheesy and garlicky. This is so wonderful. I love a big pretzel roll, though. It's a little bit more dense to me. It's very salty, super savory. Then added with the gooey cheese and the garlic, the flavors together are just really robust. I really enjoy this. I think it's a bit heavier than anything we've had, but I think this is great and shareable, and it's also already kind of torn where you can tear it very easily to share it. This might be one of my favorite things that we've had. Like, please take a look at this. Look at all that cheese. Just chilling in that pretzel bed.
My stomach hurts.
Right?
It's so worth it.
There's no question for me. What was his name? Ricky?
5 Rickies.
This is 5 Rickies. If I've ever met a Ricky, this is 5 of them. This is incredible. All right, so one of the only worsts we're gonna try today is here at Cafe Daisy, and I'm actually very sad to say that this is one of the worst. We have not personally tried it, so we are gonna be the final judges today, but it's not gotten good reviews thus far. I'm gonna eat part of the hot dog first, so then I can actually get a real bite. Hot dog normal, not a great one, but fine. Okay, I've taken some time to think about it. This Daisy's dressed up dog is $14.49, and it does come with a little side of just house-made chips. I don't like it. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I had hopes for this. I thought this kind of sounds like me. I love a good Casey's corn dog, or like a good Casey's hot dog with cheese, mac and cheese on it. I just think there's too much happening here. The mac and cheese is weirdly very bland. The chili is very bland, strangely. There's just not a lot of flavor. The boiled hot dog, obviously it's just a boiled hot dog. But I personally don't like how much is happening texturally. I also think it's too much to eat. I took 2 or 3 bites just trying to get some flavor. The best thing is the Parmesan chips on top, but there's not enough of them to add really anything to the overall meal itself. It's just a lot. It's a little bit difficult and messy to eat. And out of all of the things that we've had so far today, I would not recommend this. So I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5 Rickies. It's not awful, but it's just not very good. All right, so we have tried several here in Disneyland.
My stomach hurts, but less.
That's true. But we're not just here for Disneyland, are we?
No, we're not.
We're also here for Disney's California Adventure.
We are.
So we're gonna walk across the street because that's how easy it is here.
So easy. Our next bestie is here at California Adventure at Cocina Cucamonga. This is like a cantina style, tacos, street food sort of vibe. And our winner here is gonna be the quesadilla tacos, which are braised beef and cheese tacos with tomatillo salsa and consomme. These are widely regarded as a very, very tasty eat. There tends to be a little bit of a long line here at Cocina, but not too long. Definitely one that is worth trying. If you're a tacos person, or a cheese person for that matter, the quesadilla tacos. Go for them.
All right, so one of the first places we have to talk about when we are here in Disney's California Adventure is just the entirety of the Carthy Circle restaurant.
I've heard of it.
But mainly the lounge.
Mainly the lounge.
There is so much here that we really enjoy. If you want to see all of that food, you can go check out our best day ever here.
All of that food. We got one thing.
Okay, well, it was our favorite thing. We got 2 drinks and an appetizer, but it was really tasty. We really liked it. But we have had experiences with our reporters and with people like RJ who absolutely love it here.
Love it here.
So delicious. We got the beef Vietnamese wraps, lettuce wraps. They were delicious.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, there's nothing in particular that I'm like, you need to get this one thing. It's just more so going to the lounge in general.
Yeah.
That this is the best eat.
Yeah, it's got a very Hollywood Brown Derby vibe for our Disney World people.
Yeah.
The big thing that we were recommended that Emma did get in that video is the pear martini in our Perfect Day California Adventure.
And it was incredible, and I do think it's on the best list. All right, we have made our way over into what we both agree is probably our favorite land. Avengers Campus. We love it over here. We feel very passionately about Avengers Campus, and for lots of reasons, but one of them is the food. So one,
Statue of Liberty that it was Avengers, and I'd like to apologize.
that's absolutely fair. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons we do like this so much is because of the food. One of the first things being the shawarma palace. So you can actually get 2 kinds of shawarma here. So they have the Impossible Breakfast shawarma, which is delicious, and you can check out in our best day ever California Adventure. But we're gonna get New York's tastiest, which is the chicken shawarma. This is the New York's tastiest that you can get at the shawarma palace. It has chicken shawarma wrap with a coconut yogurt tahini sauce, and it was $13.99. All right, everybody, cheers. I'm very excited about this. I actually really enjoyed this. The first thing is the naan or the pita that it's wrapped in is so light and fluffy. It's just really nice, and it kind of soaks up the like chicken juice and everything. It's really tasty. I actually really like the coconut tahini as well. It's on the sweeter side, obviously it's coconut, but I like the juxtaposition that it adds to the chicken. Overall, I really love this, but I definitely prefer the breakfast one because there's a spicy maple syrup that comes with it. I would give this one 4 out of 5 Rickies. I will say I think the main flavor in the chicken is cumin, or cumin. I don't know how to say it correctly. I love that flavor, but it's very particular and pretty intense in this. So if you know that you don't really like cumin, maybe avoid this one.
I like the lunch chicken shawarma better. It's got like, do you taste nutmeg?
I said cumin.
There's something going on spice-wise that makes this really exciting, and I do like it better than the breakfast, which this is more my like flavor profile. I'm not big on like breakfast food in general, so it makes sense. I also love the sauce. I want to eat the sauce with a spoon, but I feel like that would be frowned upon, and I don't want an Avenger to see me do that because it would be embarrassing.
All right, for our next stop, we're staying here in Avengers Campus, and we're gonna head over to Pim Test Kitchen and actually the Pim Tasting Lab. We're gonna grab 2 things. This is one of the quick services here in California Adventure. It is the quick service here in the Avengers Campus, and then the Pim's Tasting Lab is actually the bar that you can go into here, which both of them actually have mobile order. All right, so for our 2 special drinks, And our treat, 2 drinks. We got the R&D martinis, which is an espresso martini with cereal-infused milk, dark chocolate espresso beans, and cereal crumbles on top. Very, very much excited about that. All right, and then for our snack, we got the celestial size candy bar, Choco Smash Candy Bar. That's the whole name. Everything I just said to you is the whole name. It's $7.99. It's dark chocolate, peanuts, caramel, nougat, and chocolate brownie. It's massive. And then these were $19.99 a piece. All right, espresso martini. I love this. I am partial to espresso martinis though, so it's not the best one I've ever had. It's just nice and tasty. It's very sweet. It's a little bit heavy on the vodka flavor, so if you don't really love that flavor, it might not be your favorite. I have liked every single drink I've ever gotten though here at Pim's, so I honestly don't think that you can go wrong. But if you want something sweeter, almost like a dessert drink, this is gonna be a really nice one. All right, here is the Choco Bar. Very, I'm not gonna lie to you, apprehensive about this one.
Incredibly nougaty.
Very nougaty.
Is this the best or worst?
This was a best, actually.
I'm curious.
I think that says a lot that Quincy had to ask which list this was on.
What is happening?
This is incredible. First, I want to say positively, I felt like a dog eating peanut butter. Because there's so much happening that, you know how like when dogs eat peanut butter, it's just like a process? That's how I felt right now. However, this is incredible. This is like if a Snickers bar and a Three Musketeers had a child, but it was made by a professional chef in a true gourmet kitchen.
It's so good. That's exactly what it tastes like.
I know that the size of it is obviously attuned to where we are and like part of the theming of the restaurant. The only thing I will say is this is just way too much, even for 2 people to share. We both agree we'll be able to take maybe 2 or 3 bites of this. You kind of look like a caveman. Rate it on a scale of Rickies. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 Rickies, no question.
5 out of 5 Rickies.
So another one of the favorites that you're gonna find here in Disney's California Adventure is actually over here in Cars Land by the Cozy Cone Motel. So back here at Sally's Cozy Cone Motel, there are actually a few options. So they have pop cone concoctions, like concoctions. Concoctions, they have cone queso, and then they also have ice cream cones, of course, and churros. So there are a few things, but honestly the thing that really sticks out to me and the reason that I love it over here is actually going to be back here at the front. So this one right here in the middle, the chili cone queso, is actually my personal favorite because this is where you're going to find that famous bacon mac and cheese cone. Now the bacon mac and cheese cone is only $9.99, and I did grab it while I was here with Quincy on our best day ever in Disney's California Adventure. I personally really enjoyed it, although it's kind of a hit or miss for some people. The mac and cheese can kind of be a bit more plain, but frankly, inside of the cone, it's just a vibe. It's one of those that's really, really tasty to me. I know that I really enjoyed it, but it just wasn't one of Quincy's favorites. So it seems a little bit divisive. I think it deserves to be on the best list, especially over here at Disney's California Adventure. But let me know what you think in the comments if you've had it. Do you think it deserves to be on the best or no? Okay, small costume change. May or may not have noticed for AllEars style. But next, we came over to Pixar Pier, so that way we can talk about a few favorites actually. But one here is at Lamplight Lounge. All right, so this is Lamplight Lounge, and it's actually pretty famous over here on the pier, but the number one thing that everyone talks about is the lobster nachos. Have you heard of the lobster nachos?
I've heard of the lobster nachos.
They're that famous.
Sorry, I was staring out into the lights.
I would too. So the lobster nachos actually have cheese sauce, pico de gallo, and chipotle crema, plus plenty of fresh jalapeno slices, and of course, hefty amounts of lobster. I wish we could review this one. Unfortunately, we did not join the walk-up list today just because we were a little bit busier and we came in this morning and we weren't sure what time we would get over here. However, highly, highly, highly recommend grabbing a reservation or even checking that mobile walk-up list because these are so incredible, and unfortunately, those reservations and the walk-up times go pretty quickly. Now, another great option and one of the best here in DCA is going to be here at Clarabelle's Ice Cream Shop, right towards the entrance of the park. Now, Clarabelle's Ice Cream Shop is another one that we did actually make a stop at in our best day ever Disney's California Adventure. This is where you can kind of customize, have different options of hand-dipped ice cream. They have daily offerings. You can customize as needed, and it's one of those things where you can get even like the little Mickey kitchen sinks, and it is delicious. We absolutely love it. But really what is kind of special here is what they have for the Disney 100 offering. So the Disney 100 offering that they have right now is the Snickers sundae, and basically that's all you need to know about it. It's a Snicker bar sundae. It is creamy, gooey, lots of caramel, lots of nuts on top. Absolutely delicious. Our reporters who got to try it out here absolutely loved it, and I think that it's one, if you're somebody who loves something overly sweet, just like me, I think it could be a great option for you, especially if you want something cold, because we've not eaten tons of cold things today. Now, it is only $9.99 for the portion size, and compared to what we paid for other things today, I think that's actually a pretty good deal. So another one of Quincy's favorites is actually here on Pixar Pier as well. Up here is at Adorable Snowman's Frosted Treats. Yeah, I said adorable, not abominable. He's adorable now. Get with the times. So Adorable Snowman Frosted Treats is actually a walk-up quick service that has, of course, frosted treats. They have cups and cones like it's lemon and it's mango. They also have the fun Pixar Pier Frosty Parfait, as well as the snow-capped lemon and the chili lime mango here. They also even have some specialty cocktails like the chili lime mango margarita and the Pixar Pier Frosty Parfait with blue curacao. So this one is fun. There's not a ton of options, but the options they do have are delicious. Now, we were really lucky to try this when we were here with RJ on our Disney California adventure. Best day ever. It is absolutely delicious. We have a few more things to try though, so we're trying not to fill up too quickly. But if you can and you want a good sweet treat, this is an incredible place to come here in Disney California Adventure. Now, another favorite is over here by Incredicoasters, and that is Jack Jack's Cookie Num Nums. I can't say that 5 times fast. Maybe you can. So this is Jack Jack Cookie Num Nums. Yes, that's the real name. So you can grab Jack Jack Cookie Num Nums, the incredible cookie, and the Jack Jack Shortbread Cookie. These are very famous, especially the Jack Jack Num Num cookies. Essentially, it's a massive bang for your buck chocolate chip cookie. They're very famous, they're huge, and they actually live in Walt Disney World as well. So you can grab one of the Jack Jack Num Num cookies for $7.50. However, they're very easily shareable. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's $7.50 for a cookie, but you could split it between 2 and 3 people. They also have chocolate milk, vanilla almond milk, 1% milk, and soy milk here if you just want to, you know, kind of refreshing drink with it. Now, because we have these in Disneyland, I'm not going to try it over here. We've already had one over here before when it was just me and Quincy, and they're good. They're not my favorite, but they are a huge fan favorite. People love them, especially if you can get them nice and hot. But for me, it's just kind of a big chocolate chip cookie. I'm passionate about this. I think it's really tasty. I don't love it.
I'm a big toffee gal.
I'm not a big toffee gal.
I love toffee.
I don't really love the texture. I don't like that it gets stuck in my teeth, and I don't like that my hand is now covered in granules.
This is primarily toffee, as you can see. I'm actually not a big cinnamon girl, but I absolutely love the texture of this. I think it's just the right amount of toffee not to get stuck in your teeth, which is amazing. How do they do that? It's so buttery and melty in your mouth with amazing toffee flavors. Super sweet, but also I can take this back to the hotel room, especially now that it's nighttime. Charlie Treats is open past close, so you can grab something on the way out and take it back to your hotel or back put it in your suitcase or whatever you want. And I intend to do that with this tonight, so I'm pretty jazzed about it, honestly.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 Rickies.
Like 4 Rickies for me.
Fair. Now for our next treat, it's a little bit more savory, and
we're at San Francisco.
I was gonna say it's brand new at San Francisco. We're both very excited about this.
It's not done yet.
I was gonna say it's not completely open. We are losing it because we're so happy to be here. In particular, we're happy to be here at Lucky Fortune Cookery. Something that I've been dreaming of for the past several weeks that it's been open. This is the quick service here. You can mobile order as well. There is also a few other spots that are going to open soon, but this is where we're stopping this evening.
So with Pacific Wharf's transformation into San Francisco, there is new food and at Lucky Fortune Cookery. That includes the karage-inspired crispy chicken sandwich. It's made with slaw and togarashi mayonnaise on a potato bun, served with these garlic chips, and I think this is a shishito pepper. And I'm gonna eat it, and hopefully it's a shishito pepper and not something spicier. Wish me luck. Shishito pepper! Well, the thing about shishitos is that 1 in 10 is spicy. But they're not super spicy. I'm gonna try the chips second. I love these. These are so... They're like I think these are rice chips. They're like puffy rice chips. They're so garlicky. They actually don't leave the taste of garlic in your mouth that badly, but I don't think these are a first date food, if you know what I mean. And sandwich time. That's a good sandwich. I'm not familiar with karage cuisine, but this is like spicy chicken and like it's got like heat to it, not really spice. That's kind of a dull heat that sort of lingers on your tongue. It's very pleasant. I really like spicy, so it's definitely geared towards me. A lot of people don't, but if you really don't like spice, I don't think this is for you. If you find yourself able to eat like medium hot sauce wings, this is that level of spiciness. The way the slaw and the togarashi mayonnaise go together is heavenly. It is so good. I love the seasoning on the potato bun. It's just a really well-made sandwich. It's definitely heavy. I think definitely would be hard to eat in the middle of a hot day, but delicious. Delicious, delicious. A great hearty dinner. Okay, so I have arrived at Bingo Barbecue for another of our best snacks. Bingo Barbecue kind of specializes in skewers. They do them over a flame grill. They are amazing. So I've gone with the hot and spicy Banyan beef skewer. I've gotten the safari skewer, which is bacon wrapped asparagus with lemon. And then I went with the Alpo skewer, which is just skewered vegetables. This is my favorite thing I ate on my first trip to Disneyland in February. And I'm very excited to be having it again. I definitely think it is the best of. Bacon wrapped asparagus. You know when you can tell something is made on a grill? There's like grill char to it. That's what's happening with this asparagus. It's delicious. It's so like tender, which is a weird way to describe asparagus, but it's the big beefy part of the stock. And the bacon is so delicious and the flavors just mix. I just added lemon juice. This is delectable. That was a lot of snacks.
It was a lot of snacks. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go watch Emma try to ride everything in Disneyland in one day.
We'll see you there.